watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. He's Mark Mason. I'm John Nurden. We watch the games, we call the games, and now we spin the games.
Today on the Sports Spin, John, we have a new Monster Replay champion and talk with Coach Mansfield on the spin cycle. But first, we're going to take a look at the week that was in the Week Rewind. So let's get it started right off the bat. Game of the week. Should we go there first?
Let's go game of the week.
All right, game of the week. We had Uintah High School soccer hosting the Red Devils from Springville. And the Springville Red Devils doing work this year. They've got championships in basketball, second in football. They come up in soccer.
They hung in there.
Kind of, for the first 3 minutes.
It took the whole game to end the game early, but it was an 8-0.
Let's take a look at these highlights. And, in the first half, the Utes were doing what they could to make the goalkeeper look good for Springville. They were hitting it right at the keeper.
They don't make him look so good here,
though. But look at this from Flacco. He draws the keeper near post and then hits side net with the outside of his foot. What a goal. And Caden Nurden controlled the midfield, and he assisted and scored nearly all of the 8 goals. And here's one, just watch the placement on that ball. I mean, that hit inside post on the side net. And there's a good save, And there's another.
Colton putting that one inside netting as well.
Yeah, just great placement on all the goals. And look at this, just getting it down, and then karate chop. We have the L&L Monster Replays coming up, and there were so many great shots, so many great passes, and this is just.
And that one's just sad for the keeper, and that's how the game ended. But
and there's miscommunication on the keeper with his defenders all coming at the same point, meeting the intersecting lines.
So much happening at him and so much coming on, and the game's almost over. And when
I played soccer and played keeper, you know what my coaches said? Take them all out.
Just take them out.
Doesn't matter if it's your teammate.
He tried. I don't know if anyone else was watching, but he shoved us down a couple times too. No call from the ref right in the box.
Yeah, we talked about that on the telecast. You want to watch that replay. It was a great game. If you like Uintah soccer, go check it out. You can find it on VTV channel6.com anytime. And the Utes were rolling. And now I get to interview the coach a little bit. This was a big deal for you guys because you're a goal-scoring team. You only had 5 goals on the season. You more than doubled that in this game, and I think that was important. You kind of got you off the schneid a little bit.
I felt like it was too. We used the first half, and I coached, and I picked on him, and in the second half, I let them play soccer, and they played really good second half.
Yeah, and I noticed in that first 20 minutes, the tempo and the pacing was just off. Everything seemed like they weren't winning the 50-50 balls. They were passing into space, but nobody was going to those spaces.
And we don't really coach to pass to space. We coach to pass to our teammates. So
there was something
they were
off.
Passing it to the other team backwards a few times, too. Yeah. So a little scary at first, but they got their rhythm. And I think that's important going forward, playing a tough team like Maple Mountain.
Well, good win, Coach. So there's an 8-0 win. It starts off the region play.
Hey, and now let's talk a little baseball.
Yeah,
soccer's done. Baseball's going on. Union had a game on Tuesday against Grantsville, 3-1. We got no footage, but here was a great game. Nice win, guys.
We're going to start getting some of this footage. I know we're talking to the coaches out there, but that's a big win in Grantsville. I mean, when you're playing Grantsville,
region wins.
Right.
It's an important win. So
big deal.
Well done, Union baseball.
Go Uintah now.
They didn't have any games this week. They're doing good, though. They're sitting 3rd in region.
So that's all we have for the rewind at this point. Let's take a look now at the L&L Monster Replays.
So a new Monster replay, an L&L Monster replay, new this week.
Love this section. You know why? It's all about the kids.
It does.
Let's take a look at this first one. 75% of the vote. Serve it up. There's a throw into the midfield. It's a one-touch setup, and then bam with the lefty, and hits the upper V. And you know what? If you hit a strike like that, maybe you deserve to win 75% of the vote. Look at the placement on that ball.
Just no stopping that.
You can't stop the perfect shot. So, and there it is, Union Good job. Hey, guess what?
So we went all soccer, it looks like.
Right? Hey, baseball guys, I'm talking to you, baseball. You want to bump soccer off?
Get us some
footage. Come on, let's go. Let's go Uintah soccer. We'll go Flacco's Flourish right here. And this is just, it's a setup from Caden Nurden to Flacco. And Flacco does what...
You know, and you see Flacco passes Caden the ball there, too. So he kind of sets himself up, knowing Caden's going to give it back.
But watch what he does. Draws the keeper near post. And once he gets them leaning towards the post, he goes far side and hits the side net. It's perfect ball placement. It's patience on the offensive side, even when he's guy charging on his right hip. And he waits. He hits that with the outside of his right foot, too. I mean, that is...
It's a great shot.
Great shot. Okay, let's go
on. For a young
on.
kid, a sophomore coming up.
Sophomore doing what he do. Okay, Can't Stop Perfection. That's the new one. And Caden Nurden, he dominated the midfield. And we say that you can't stop perfection because it's just a little setup touch to his outside right foot, and then he hits that maybe 2 inches inside the left post. I mean, it's the perfect placement on the ball.
You know, and it's, I didn't realize we were picking one with my kid in there.
Go ahead, proud papa. Strut around.
It really is fun.
I'm the whiz, right?
There you go. Right. Little Seinfeld reference for all those watching.
Anyone that wants to know. Hey,
anyway, get out and vote.
Yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter @TheSportSpin or like VTV6 on Facebook. That's where you can vote for your favorite L&L Monster Replay. John and I, we're going to be right back.
It's not about the miles you take when you're driving, but the milestones you see when you get to where you're going. When you graduate high school, buy your first car, get married, start a family, find your first home, and grow old together. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know, people who care.
We're back on the Sports Spin presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Now, it's time for the spin cycle. John, not only do we welcome a personal friend of both of ours, Scott Mansfield, but we got Troop 235. Make some noise out there. And these boys are doing a movie making.
We're happy to have them.
Yeah.
Journalism, movie making, merit badges for Boy Scouts.
So live studio audience.
It's nice.
Not only that, but we got Scott Mansfield and, you know,
Coach Scott Mansfield.
Coach Scott Mansfield. And when do you think that Uintah sports? Scott Mansfield named coming. I mean,
Yeah,
he was proud on the sidelines in football.
And not just as a coach. He played here as a star athlete, which found him his wife, and who was a cheerleader. I mean, he's got the whole ball of wax when it comes to all that.
Got the whole thing. So we're talking baseball.
Awesome.
How's the season?
Excited.
You did Farmington. That's like an 80-year tradition going down to Farmington.
Yeah, we've been down to Farmington ever since I played. You know, Coach Laban was my coach, and we started going down there my senior year, and has gone every year since. So it's been good.
So how'd they do this year? In comparison to other years, we know they went 2-1.
We
and
went
they did pretty
2-1, and we played really well. You know, I think we say this a lot, but our indoor facility really helps us early in the season. You know, it used to be that the first time we'd take a ground ball was on a field.
In Farmington.
Yeah, and so there's been times in the past when we've been really rough, really raw down there. And so we've been a little more polished early, and our facility's been really helpful with that. And so I was pleased with our trip at Farmington. I thought we pitched really well. I thought we played pretty good defense, you know, and our bats lagged a little bit. But, you know, we're coming around.
And how's the season look? What's the outlook?
We're really excited. You know, we kind of have a dynamic group of kids. We have some kids that are seniors that are solid leaders for us and have been around the program for a while. And we have some good young kids coming up through the ranks that are contributing at the varsity level. So we're excited for where we can be and what we can do.
Gonna hit a few dingers?
Well, we hope so.
Have we yet?
We haven't yet. No,
Okay.
no one's
dingers yet?
no one's left the yard.
Oh man, that's one of the biggest disappointments I've heard. I mean, maybe we should just move on because I was.
All right, probably so.
I'm one of those guys that baseball is all about dingers.
The good news is we've only had one hit against us too, so it's not like we're giving up dingers and not hitting.
Not going the other way.
So we got depth in pitching, or where are we in pitching this year?
And that's where we've been this preseason. We've been trying to find out where our arms are and where kids can play and where kids can help us. That's been a big part of our preseason. We've put some kids in, and we like what we see. We have a couple of young kids on the mound that have really done well. Brandon Slaw and Kyler Murray are our young kids.
Young freshman, sophomore, junior?
So Kyler's a sophomore, and
really young.
Brandon's a junior.
And he's a southpaw,
Kyler, yeah. He's a little lefty that's done pretty well for us. And then we have some senior kids that didn't get a lot of varsity experience on the mound last year, but have done a good job. Ryan Case and Davis Smuin and some of those kids. So we're just trying to feel out where things are and how our rotation's going to put together.
I love that you say money well spent on the indoor, because as long as you score more than the other team, you win the game.
Yeah, but you also have to.
It would be nice to stop them and pitch well, but hitting, I think that really helps you pitch a little better when you're confident that you can hit the bat.
Yep, I would agree with that. And so far our pitching and defense has been a little ahead of our offense so far, and so I really feel like if we can start hitting the ball, we'll have a chance to beat some teams. Yeah.
Now, going up 4A. Now we've seen all these teams, we've played these teams, the excuses are gone. We're not a little 3A club anymore. Region play this year, let's talk region. Who's in our way, and what's the game plan for those teams?
We have probably in baseball the toughest 4A region.
Yeah.
You talk about 3 of the top 5 teams in the state are from our region, with Spanish Fork, with Salem Hills, and with Maple Mountain. 3 really good clubs, and they're good year in, year out. They've been state champions in the past, and so there's some really good baseball tradition in our region. That being said, I thought last year, we beat Spanish Fork a couple of times, and we're getting our feet wet, and we're pretty acclimated. We're pretty excited of what we can do. It comes down to the same things we've talked about. I feel like if we can continue to pitch and play defense and keep runs down, and then hit the ball a little bit, we should be okay.
So baseball looks good.
Yeah.
Good outlook for baseball. I got a few basketball questions for you.
Oh.
I'm going to fire them both at you at once so that you can take the hard one, the easy route if you need. Rough season for the basketball program this year, and the program took over. Mason's getting a phone call. Well, I'm trying to talk here. He's getting a phone call. It is not the call of the week yet.
Right,
Put them on hold.
Right. Turn off your cell phone.
All right, so anyway.
Timer. Keep going.
Basketball had a tough season. You were a tenured coach. About 15 years you coached the program. About the time you're ready to go, they kind of boot you out the door. And, I want to know what you think about the season and maybe ways Coach could improve, some of the things that he struggled with and the program could improve on. And then 2, who do you got for the Final Four?
I feel like our basketball region was pretty good.
Tough group.
Tough group. You talk about Springville, who's state champs.
And they're only in second place in our region.
Second place in our region with Maple Mountain. I thought region-wise, our basketball region was pretty good as well. We talked about baseball being tough, but I think it's new culture. It's a new program. Everybody's filling themselves out with coaching and kids are trying to see where they fit. I just think some time and some effort and some good hard work is gonna fix problems.
So maybe hold the course, stay how he is.
Sure. Yep.
All right, your Final Four.
Oh man, I'm in a couple of different pools, right? And they're all a little bit different. The one that I have a chance to win some money, and I have Carolina playing Kansas in the Final Four, with Carolina winning it all. I really hope Arizona gets there. And then I don't know, in that other bracket, I had Villanova, and they're done.
Villanova.
Wow.
Destroyed like 80% of people's souls.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
I should know better. I always
I'm going to fill my brackets out on the 25th.
Yeah.
So I should do pretty good this year.
Start with the 4 or what?
Yeah.
I see how you work.
That's always the easiest way.
Hey, Coach Mansfield, thanks for coming.
Well, we appreciate
Pleasure
you
to have
having
you.
us. This is a good program for our school and for our community. We appreciate you guys and what you do.
No problem. We'll be right back.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Okay, and after we're
Welcome
done,
back.
I'm
It's
gonna go
time for
ahead
the call of the
Christy,
week.
you're on the show
Say
now.
hi, Christy. Christy Nerden
I'll
here
be able to
on
work
that.
when I'm done too. Talk to you in a bit.
And yep, that's the way it goes. Calls of the week.
Mark, when the wife calls, you take that phone call. It just
The
is
boss.
what it is.
It's the boss. I'm a little bit afraid of
And
your wife.
anyone that thinks that we set that up, that was really my wife.
That was it.
And she's important enough, I made sure I took the call.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm enough man in my house that people know not to call me when I'm busy.
Oh, it's like that, huh? Yeah. My wife loves me.
Let's see how this is going. Okay. Sure.
All right.
What do
So
we got
last week, Mark, here we go. You went to softball. You won. You didn't get it exactly right. You just got it closer than I did. Union softball. You won. You didn't get it exactly right. You just got it closer than I did.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Let's go with Uintah versus Springville. I called it exactly 8-0. And what was the score?
I don't know.
It was 8-0.
8-0.
Okay, and
I don't even know.
for the fourth call of the week, we called Union Soccer, and you said they weren't going to win, and I won that one, so it was 2-2. Plus, I'm the only one who got the exact score right. Nern wins the tiebreaker.
All right,
on the board for the soccer season.
Let's be real here. We combo packed.
All
we
right,
can only have 3, so we don't have a tie. And John got 1. I got 2. And John's bad at math. So.
Did you get any exactly right? That's bonus points for me.
Hey, this is like Pete Rose. You're betting on your own sport. I mean, your own game. This is 8-0.
Did you see who was in
the 8th goal was a gimme. You paid the keeper to like shank one at the end.
I didn't have to pay him.
John's bad at math. 2-1 victory.
Good luck, Mason.
So far, I'm undefeated. You haven't won in the soccer season yet. Have you noticed? As soon as we flipped over from basketball.
Other than this week.
No.
Yeah, I got
the
it.
soccer was a 1 vote.
And I'll get next week too. So let's move on to next week.
It was a 1 vote.
Yeah, but do the math correctly.
Here it is.
I won this week.
I'll even show you. Here's the here it is.
Let's see what do you got.
It's a 1 vote, 1 line,
yeah,
one vote.
Good luck with that. Okay, so here we go, Mark. This week, first call. Final four.
Final four. I got this. This is a difficult one because
I got to write yours
brackets
down.
for everybody are just destroyed. They're destroyed. Okay, so I'm gonna call only one seed winning. Okay.
Okay. Who you got?
So I got the only 1 seed is UNC, North Carolina. Now here's a fun one. The bracket that has Kentucky, UCLA, and Florida. Wow.
Where are you
Tough
going?
one. I'm going Kentucky, going with the youngsters.
Okay, good call.
Oregon's going to come out of the Gonzaga.
The Ducks.
Now, listen, Oregon
Ducks?
is a 3 seed.
I like the green shoes, man.
Yeah, and those uniforms. But here's the thing about Gonzaga. They've won their conference 20 years in a row. Well, they've either won or been in the championship game for their conference. Now, the problem is the conference isn't that good. They get into brackets and they always flame out.
You just keep
Oregon
going,
in the Pac-12, and then
Who
we got Arizona.
AZ.
Yep.
Okay.
You know why? That's Scott Mansfield. That's what
he brought you in.
I'm going with him. I'm going with him.
I'm gonna go a little different than you, so that's good.
Okay, let's see what you got.
South Carolina,
Okay.
Gonzaga,
You're going to take Gonzaga?
Yeah, you can keep. Yeah, they're going to win.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is this their year? They got a big beast of a center.
No, and you know, they're struggling a little. It was hard for me to take him because of the same things you're talking about, but I got him.
Yeah.
Little John Stockton in me, the pasty-faced gangsta.
Hey, BYU beat them. Anyone can beat them.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm going to go with Kansas.
Kansas.
And then my pick to win it all is UCLA.
Oh, are we doing it all the way?
No, we'll do that next week, and I'll let you know because I
You're
can't
already
go
on
with
the
that
board.
now.
No, he's already on the board.
If
I'm
it goes down,
UCLA to win. Okay. With
All right.
John.
Next
Can't go
one.
back. Look at him
Uintah.
hedging.
Hey,
Look at him hedging.
let's
and
go
if he gets it
soccer.
exactly right, he'll be strutting around.
Oh,
even though
yeah.
he's only 2-1
I will
on
be
the votes.
strutting
2-1.
All right, here we go. Uintah soccer this week against
soccer.
Maple Mountain on Friday.
Uintah soccer, Maple Mountain Friday. Boy, what's the weather going to be like?
It'll be okay.
Yeah. Rainy?
No,
Cold,
it's supposed to rain
windy?
Thursday, but be nice on Friday.
Well, it's at home,
It's at home.
and Uintah's going to win. So now it's just a matter of what the final score is going to
So
be.
you're picking Uintah to win. I'm picking Uintah to win. What do you got for a score? I'll give you first, and I've written mine down.
It just is going to be a competitive game, and when you have two champion level clubs going at each other, it's not going to be a 4-5 game. It's not going to be a 3-4 game. It's going to be more like the 2-1 variety. That's what I'll go with.
What are you going with? 2-1?
2-1, yeah.
I'll go 3-1.
3-1.
And I did have it written down, even though that just makes it a little easier for me.
So, all right. So they're going to have a little cushion on the win, and you know, Coach, I hope you're right because my stress level goes really high when Uintah's playing a close game.
You know, we didn't
like the JV game.
We didn't
last
highlight
night,
the JV game, but your son, Kobe Mason, with the donkey kick, missed that goal. Dang it!
That would have been a game winner.
It was a fun one. Okay, last one, baseball. Uintah versus Payson. Give me a score.
Uintah versus Payson? Oh, Uintah's going to win this one just easily. I'm going to go 7-3.
Mark's going with 7-3. I'm going 4-3.
Okay, there you go.
And we got Union versus Carbon.
And that's just one of those games, man. I don't want to say it's a coin flip, but those two teams dislike each other a lot.
It could be 10 points, or it could be 15, or we could get a 7-point game like I predicted.
Right. You got a 7? You go first on this.
4-3. No, that was there. So now you're going.
I went first last time, so now you got the Carbon.
6-4.
6-4 is what you
For
got?
Union.
Okay, I'll go 5-3, Union.
Mason with the 5-3.
Did you see me prices right, you? I just went underneath.
Just one under.
Right.
No, that Price is Right would have been 1-0. All right, here we go.
Hey,
$1.
you know what?
$1.
You're sitting on the couch. You're enjoying the sports spin. That means you got to stick around because we're going to be right back.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
We're on the Fast Dash, and I don't know, I can't call you anything but Gase, and I'm not even sure where that came from.
It's just a name.
It's just a name.
Got it in middle school, and it just stuck.
Yeah.
Ryan Case is actually how you
is
say
here,
that, Mark.
And we got a senior, and we're talking baseball today.
Little baseball.
I mean, I heard a little rumor. No dingers yet this year.
Not yet this
All
year.
right, what do you got? When are you going to hit your first dinger?
I've had a couple off the fence.
Hey, I know a couple sick kids in the hospital that they need one, so it's coming up Friday. Let's see what we can do.
There's been a couple off the fence. I just got to get back in the
Will
weight
you hit
room,
one
a
for
couple
me?
more reps.
How about you just hit base hits, and then the coach will love you?
Yeah, I think that's
Go to the
I think that'd be a better
Ichiro
idea.
style.
There
Just
you
get
go.
on base.
Just get on
Just
base.
little slap bunts to get on base, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
All right, let's throw 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to fire questions. You've been here once before a year ago.
Yep.
Coming back
doing it
at you.
again. You know, he did so good that we brought him back.
He's pro.
Yeah.
Professional.
Pro.
I don't see this. There we go. It's
Clock's
up,
on the
Mark.
board.
Clock's
You
on
ready
the board.
for me? Snapchat or Instagram?
Snapchat.
Yeah, he's a Snapchat hero.
Baseball
baby.
or football?
Baseball.
Let's talk baseball. Strikeouts or dingers?
Dingers.
Dingers.
All about the dingers.
Yeah.
Date night or guys night?
Date night.
Oh, attaboy.
Gold or silver chains?
Silver.
I saw it. I just didn't know if you had more than that at home.
Favorite player?
My favorite player, favorite pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. Favorite player,
I don't
Corey
know.
Seager.
Who's
Yeah, no.
I don't know him.
Clayton
Mark, who do you
Kershaw.
got?
I thought you'd go old school on us.
No.
You know,
Gotta be active.
got to be active. Best ballpark.
Dodger Stadium, been there, it was great.
Favorite baseball movie?
The Sandlot or Major League.
I love Major
Major
League.
League's great.
No one else has said that one. I love it.
Beauty and the Beast or any other movie?
Any other movie.
Favorite girl?
I don't know.
Oh, nobody
I don't
right
got
now?
any shout outs right now.
All right, here we go.
Listen to him. He choked under the spotlight.
Big one.
Anybody-
Hey, one more real quick. Favorite coach?
Coach Mansfield.
Oh, well said.
Scotty. Let's hear it from our live studio audience, Troop 235. Here with the movie making merit badge. We have baseball all day. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. See you next week. Did you see the form on that?